here. We just got done playing tennis, and we came to a realization after getting our ass kicked by Tennis Aesthetics.
Tennis Aesthetics, go to that channel and subscribe. I'm going to link it down below. Be annotated right above. My man Ollie from HPN. It's going to be good shit, and he kicked our ass at tennis.
I mean, we're fairly athletic, active guys. We've been athletes our whole lives, but there's just a difference between someone who plays a sport and a professional. And today we got our asses kicked by a professional.
And let me just state, for the record, we're also sexy as fuck. For the record.
It has to be said.
There's something online where, we're flexible dieters. I mean, this man has more Pop-Tarts in his cupboard than anyone I've ever met. However, the bodybuilding legends, they lived, I remember Kent Beerley, who's all-time winningest natural pro. And I remember one time he's like, you mean people think they can eat Cocoa Krispies and get lean? And he meant it. He really didn't know it was possible because back then they didn't know flexible dieting.
Right.
They just knew chicken, rice, oatmeal, and guess what? It worked. They won Olympias. Even the Olympias now, you got your, your Cutlers and your Colemans. Dude, they eat bro. And the thing is, what we're getting at is that, I mean, you explained it best, is that the Federer analogy you were saying?
Yeah, I mean, bodybuilding is really the only sport, it's so crazy, where people who are nowhere near the level of a professional and probably have never competed question what the professionals do to achieve that world-class conditioning or the musculature that they have. They look at their training, critique their form. This doesn't happen. It's like, oh, Roger Federer, that I bet I could outdo him on that serve. Oh, that's just all wrong the way he hits that ball.
Yeah.
His backhand needs work. No one does that in other sports.
I remember I was at Muscle Tech, and I know there'll be trolls. Oh, Muscle Tech. I was talking to their guys, and they were like, they put up a Branch Warren video, and a bunch of kids were on there going, his form's messed up, his form messed up. He won the Arnold, and he won the most muscular at the Olympia. These kids probably don't even look like they lift weights. Now, I don't know what a tennis serve is supposed to look like. All I know is that when he hit that ball at me, that it went really fast and almost hit me. All I know is that if you stepped on stage against Branch Warren, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, or anybody else who eats old school bro, or trains like they do, you're gonna get your ass beat. So while it might not be the most scientifically proven way, anecdotally speaking, their methods work.
Right, and it's literally a need to balance what's been shown in science and what works.
We are science-based, I'd like to say. My dieting is all flexible. I don't do meal plans. I actually had a client drop off because I need a meal plan. I'm like, bro, I don't believe those are optimal. I can do it, but I don't believe it's optimal. He's like, okay. I said, here's your money back. It's not my thing. I believe you should be able to fit in fun foods. You should be able to fit in your Pop-Tarts. Dude, I had the most amazing corn dog at Disney yesterday. Seriously, it was amazing, this corn dog. I had some ice cream, and it fit in my plan. And that's the thing, is that that's what I believe, but I also believe that there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Right.
And a lot of people think, because science says this, oh, everybody else, even if they won Mr. Olympia, is a moron, is an idiot, or it's all drugs. Bottom line is, you look at a lot of the top naturals, and they're bros too.
Oh yeah, they're some of the most hardcore militant bros there are.
We can speak of one, but if you say his name, they go, oh, not natty, not natty.
Yeah, no.
Because if somebody's better than you, he's obviously on drugs.
You're the paramount. You're the zenith of human genetics.
Yes,
everyone
exactly.
thinks they are.
So that's the deal, is that, and those ratio, but that's besides the point. What we're getting at is that just because you have science on your side doesn't mean that there's not more than one method to reach your optimal level. And while that might not be the best thing, in your opinion, hell, we have shit from Arnold on down. We have those guys to look at and say, look, the other method, while it might not be optimal, it still works.
Let me ask you a question. Here's an analogy. Would you rather be a guy who knows every law of economics and every supply and demand theory, or would you rather be Bill Gates?
Very true.
I'd rather be someone who's done it and speak on how I did it, rather than someone who could tell you how to do it but has never done it.
And there's another analogy. There's a difference between doers and viewers. And a lot of people I see critiquing with their physiques and how they're, oh, I had to miss a workout because my wife cooked dinner. Yeah. You're a viewer.
You're a viewer. Ronnie
Coleman, Jay Cutler, those naturals I won't mention because you're going to say they're not natty, they're doers. So either be a doer or shut the fuck up. That's really all I got to say. You got anything to add?
I think we covered it.
And we also covered the fact that we fucking suck at tennis, but he won, for the record. But this is my first time touching a racket since I was, I think, 8 years old. And I was fucking around at like a family vacation.
We didn't want to lose any games.
No. All right, that's it, guys.
Time to go eat.
But tennis, it is a game. But the way we play it, we're so bad, it's not a game.